Alright folks, we are going to attempt to do a couple of videos maybe. This is Bellfruit Nudge Climber. It's basically the first black box release. We know for a fact it is. And Ron Clark, my good friend and Bellfruit ex-employee, can confirm this. And for those who are interested, this was Bellfruit's black box second release, I believe about 2 to 3 months later. In I believe it's 79. I could be wrong. I believe it's 79 or even 78. So these are not 80s machines, but this is a Nudge Climber. In all intents and purposes, it's a Super Nudge Gambler black boxed. It's exactly the same reel order, but obviously it's executed in a different way, I guess, because now it's running a CPU, ROM and that, rather than electrical, mechanical switches, the cams, nudge timers, stuff like that. It is all now contained within the black box on the back door, so there is no tray full of relays and cams, switches, timers, whatever. Anyway, there's your Nudge Gamble. It's offered me one nudge. Respin, see what happens. Half, game over. That's the only sounds you get out of it, by the way. It's a bit of a... It even tells you what reels they are in case you don't know. I'd love to know what the original button looked like there, because the original button was smashed, was missing. I don't know of another one of these. Well, I do know actually. I'm telling a lie. There is one in France. I know for a fact. There's one of these in France, but it's missing its black box. The bloke's been in touch with me about a year and a half ago, and I offered to sell him one, but he stopped communication, so no idea what happened to that machine. So there you go. Nudge Climber. I don't know, is this Chris Bollington or is it, I don't know. Who is this? I'm not going to say to people it's the most exciting machine ever, but it is what it is. It's progress at the time, I guess. Big progress from these. And I would guess that these were harder to win on than the electrical mechanical versions. I'll take the 30p. Oh. I guess it has to spin that to end the cycle. Oh, 30p. Seems an odd amount, doesn't it? It's 20, 20, 20, 30, 50, 80 and a pound. Well, there you go. I guess for some of my followers this might be an interesting machine, but I think for most people it'll be boring. So, but I guess, you know, with your modern machines, they've come from somewhere, and some of them are stemmed from this. This was Bellfruit's kind of first commercial, stabbing the dark at a CPU tech with ROMs and programming and that. Oh yeah, that's 50p. Oh, quite a good capture. And a hold. Oh, spin the fourth. Oh, I've emptied the toe, I've emptied the tube. That's why I'll have a few goes on it. So what do you think? There are a few other videos of this. It's not like there isn't. Were many of these made? I actually can't quite remember these. I guess these would have gone before I remember. And I can imagine because black box wouldn't have been as reliable as the electrical mechanical, so I guess like the Super Nudge Gamblers outlasted these. I guess. I mean, I just know I never remember seeing any of these. And this is a 5p play, £1 jackpot. Oop, here we go. Nudges, Nudge Gamble, or Nudge, whichever I choose. We'll respin. 8 nudges. Right, we've got to go for the 80p, haven't we, lad? Which is 2, 3. I'm not even going to look. That's the only sounds you get. Try for the 80p, that'd be tokens, that will and all. I'm pretty certain that this one pulses 2 tokens per pulse. I guess that makes it harder to convert it to cash, to an all cash, unless you change the ROM programming. Because you can't just connect the solenoid over to the cash one, because otherwise it's going to pulse 2 10p's for every so you get double the amount out, so I don't think they'd do that somehow. It's a nice little machine, in my opinion. No, not. It's an important machine in some ways for arcade history and Bellfruit history, being their first kind of commercial release. There was a kind of a black box machine done on a sort of another a little bit earlier. But this is their first sort of commercial release of this tech, and I'm led to believe it was kept very secret. The black boxes were sealed with rivets and that, and were not to be opened by on-site or field engineers. They just swap the black box over and take the unit back to the depot. Apparently it was a bit secret and hush-hush at the time. I guess trying to protect copyrights is the only kind of viable explanation, as it was so new. Like discovering a new fuel, I guess, as well. It's actually been quite generous, isn't it? I'm struggling to keep the 10p's in it. I took a load out of the tube to play it. Trouble is, you can't, these don't multi-credit. You put 1 coin in, so it locks you out straight away. So it's literally a 1 coin entry. Not like leisure games. Let's climb up. It basically gives you 1 or 2 nudges. I've never seen it give any more than that. There you go, 2 nudges on this one. We've got to go for the double, haven't we? Empty out again. Half 1 nudge. Yeah. I told us I was going to come in then. There's probably only 1 on the reel. And I wouldn't know how accurate these electrical mechanicals are, and because these are wiper reels, by the way. They are essentially electrical mechanical reels with a backboard. So anyone like? Yay, no? Or scrap? all 4 coin mechs on it with the little loops, which is nice. And these have got the metal backs, not the plastic backs. So these are the really early mechs. They're a pain in the arse to get them sorted as well. Oh, the middle one. There's no. You can see why people like the three in view bells. I mean, I was playing this a little bit before I recorded, and it gave out the bells a few times. The three of them. It's a nice, pleasing sound when the 10p drops in it, and that little. It's only got the little tiny one. There you go. So it's got doubles, halves and an 8. So you've basically got a 50-50 chance of doubling or halving it. And probably one on the reel that says 8, just the one, I guess. There's the 8. There's no attract mode on these. No flashy lights. Oop. 2 nudges. Right, we'll go for a gamble. Double is 4 nudges. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, half. That would have been there. To be honest with you, I don't think you've got much chance of getting much off these nudges. Didn't stop us trying though, I guess. I'll have a few more goes, just for nostalgias. I've even got the random hold. I wonder if any of these were converted into 2p games or anything. I bet they were. There's no jackpot tune, by the way, for those. No hold. Nice easy play. I say to a lot of people it's not massively exciting, I get that. It's not like MPS, it's not like loads going on, features games, but for pure nostalgia and old school. 2 nudges. You can almost tell when it's going to nudge because of the way it falls. Right, melons, respin. Half. There you go. A couple more 10s and then we'll I wouldn't normally do this, I'm honest with. Once you start getting into it, it's quite nice easy play. certainly if you're the late 70s, early 80s kind of retro bar in the house, this would be an ideal machine to sit in there, wouldn't it? Yeah, it does the odd slip as well. Well, I've got 2 more coins in my hand then. Coins. There you go. Oh, hope you enjoyed that. Oh, I'm going to try a hold in there. Try another one, just another one. No, it didn't hold. No holes. I thought, well, that was going to be a nudge then. Right, gamble. 4 nudges. We got to win if we get half. 8. Right, 3. I doubt whether it's there, but we'll try for it. 2, 4, 5, 6. It jumped one, so it was there. I don't think you get a hold after that. That was clever. As you heard, there's 4 pulses, so it does throw 2 tokens per pulse. So I did think that. Anyway, a little bit of cheat at the end, I guess. So there you go, folks. That's Bellfruit, a Bellfruit original. And now this nudge climber.